Okay, now I got it right. Anyway, I did a whole video in time lapse without knowing, but it doesn't matter because I cut it on time. We are at the pier at Folly Beach. Did I pronounce that right after many years? I hope so. Came here with Elias. I made a joke, but if I repeat the joke, it won't be the same thing. Look how young he looks. I wonder what happened to him. Hey, I'm a dad. I guess I'm allowed to do stupid jokes. Look at this wonderful pier, guys. We can see this from the house where we were staying. I hope you remember. That was about 2 miles from over there. The pier is huge, made out of wood. Very nice looking pier. Beautiful. I did take the sunrise this morning. A little bit of the sunrise still rising up. Colors beautiful. You know, when the horizon and light bends and creates that beautiful color, that particular color of the sunrise, depending on the time of the year and depending on conditions, whatever, color. That's my point, color. It's beautiful. The beach is nice. This was my first time on this side of the country in the United States. We took the trip without really where we wanted to go. We just, you know, I heard Charleston, South Carolina. I went for it. I put it on the map. I had two intentions, either going up north in Vermont or Maine, that direction, or head this way. But I don't know, it seemed more appealing because of the weather. If it was spring or summer, I would have perhaps headed to Vermont, because we haven't been to that part of the country neither. But we came here and it was a great idea. Other than the weather, maybe, yeah. The weather could be warmer for my taste, but hey, it's not Indiana, right? And it's not winter, the forever winter. So as long as it's not Indiana, we're okay, right? Oh, this is beautiful. There's your little brother Elias, well, little. Huh? Your little brother, yeah, because they're gonna see this in the future. You see, I'm thinking ahead of time. One day you are gonna start digging into my YouTube account to find out what kind of videos I have there. I know you don't care about them right now because you have better things to watch. I don't know what, but one day. Or maybe one day I'll just spend the rest of my days just watching these videos, and I will not be bored to death watching crap on TV. By the way, quality of programs on TV are terrible, even back in 2023. So I can only imagine it's gonna get worse back in your days. So you're welcome for providing this content for you, so you can educate yourself about the things we did as a family, because you will forget. I'll make sure that you don't. I got all kinds of videos that I'm gonna start uploading so you remember what we did and where we went as a family. This was a nice trip. The drive was through the night. We left on Sunday. Today is Wednesday, April 5th, I believe. So we left on Sunday, like 9 p.m. This time I wanted the little ones, Noah and Enoch and Yaya, to kind of fall asleep, because I know that driving long hours makes them very, very bored and uncomfortable, and they start yelling and screaming and fighting, and then they get on mom's nerves, and mom's nerves get on my nerves, and you know how it works. You know, no need to continue to say it, but we left on Sunday. My point was that we drove through the night. Most of you slept a little bit, other than Mom and I, and Elias, who claims that he didn't sleep, but I don't believe him because he was snoring. And we arrived here on Monday. We made a stop to eat. I don't remember where. Oh yeah, that hamburger place here in downtown. And then we went to eat. We went to our place, which again is on Ashley Road. It's 1015 Ashley Road. If you ever want to come back to the same place, that's the address. 1015 Ashley in Folly Beach, South Carolina. Maybe we can repeat the trip later, maybe 10 years later. I don't know. I don't want to. And the only thing I'm saying 10 years is because right now, political events and things are not making me think that there will be much to do in the next few years. But I pray that nothing happens, that I'm just crazy and the world continues and you all grow like a happy family. Anyway, back to today. We're at the pier walking. Very beautiful. When you grow, take time to appreciate Yah's creation. Never forget to do that. If you ever move to a place where you can have nature, the mountains, the beach, the forest, whatever it is. I was taken to Indiana by my parents when I was 16 years old from Mexico City. Now Mexico City, other than museums and civic plazas and historical places, and Castillo de Chapultepec, there's nothing really natural there. It's a city, it's a big city in the middle of nowhere. But if you have the power to choose where to move, choose a place that has nature. You'll never make a wrong choice if you choose a place that has nature, like mountains and rivers and the sea. Anyway, there are lots of places on earth. And take your families to see Yah's creation. That's the funniest part. I was making videos that ended up being a time lapse yesterday about how you were having fun at the beach. I'll have to redo that today. And thinking out loud. Because one of the things that I always think about is what my grandfather and my father would think. They never share that with me. Now maybe I'm oversharing that with you, but I think a lot. And I just don't want to think it. I want to share what I think. But I know that sometimes we're not ready to receive what other people think until the right time comes. So I'm using my creativity and my imagination, and I'm recording videos for us, for later to think and to relive, if we could, the good moments that we had as a family, and being thankful. And always remember, when you have a bad day, you always had good days too, but we tend to remember just the bad days. So these videos also help me when I have a bad day to go back and look at the record and thank Yah for the good days. Because He always gives us more good days than bad days. But we get both. It's not just one or the other. And if we only had good days in life, everything will be boring, I think. We would have a crisis of not knowing what to do with our life, because there's no purpose in not overcoming problems. Defeat, you can't win every single time. It's not how life works. You have to lose every once in a while so that you learn how it feels, so you can overcome defeat and rise up as a winner. And you can never say the winner all the time. Somebody new comes and they win over you. That's part of life too. But it's putting yourself into context again, making sure you remember you had good days, you had bad days. They're both part of life. And accepting life as it comes. And accepting, the Father's gifts for you. Every day He gives you responsibilities to take with you. It's His work, and He also gives you rest. It's His work. That's part of life. That's all part of life. So today we observe Pesach, and I want to emphasize on the word observe, because there's a right way to keep Pesach, and that is not possible today. That is not possible because your sacrifice, your animal had to be brought to the temple and be killed right there by the high priest and be celebrated in Jerusalem or whatever the the place selected by Yehovah to worship was set, and that's why we're observing Pesach, wanting the kingdom of Yah to come to earth so that we can actually keep Pesach the right way that Mashiach wants us to celebrate it, and also Yehovah wants us to celebrate it. But until then, we wait. Until then, we just get ready. We try to clean up our acts. We repent from all the evil things we've done in life, and we stop doing the things that we're not, they're not so good. And that's what we do. But today, we are blessed. I am blessed to be here today. This beautiful beach. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's Bertha right there. Remember her? She took us to several trips. I bought her in 2019. She is a 2016, so she's being we put about 100,000 miles on her. When I bought her, she was about 30,000 miles, and we put about 100,000 miles. We went to Tennessee maybe like 3 or 4 times, went to Florida one time, we went to Colorado a couple times, we went to Nebraska a couple times, we went to California. Yeah, we did a whole trip to California. We went we went to Canada, Michigan several times. Man. And now we did this trip. We went to Kentucky to the Noah's Ark a couple times. So yeah, that van has put its time in family service. I'm really considering buying another one. I don't know. Maybe soon. But that, I think, we've done good maintenance on it. I hope and I pray that it can give us at least 5 more years. Make it to 250,000 miles maybe. Maybe. I think your brothers need to come here